everybody. I want to give you a live update on what's going on with our storms. They're now nearing the state line, and we have numerous reports of hail, heavy rain in some cases, and some tornado reports. So what I want to do to make this a little bit easier for folks is to kind of show you this map first of all. This is going to show you where we have the warnings. Now, red polygon would indicate that we have tornado warnings, and I'm going to explain those in just a little bit. The orange polygons are severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, you can see the tornado warnings are now basically coming right up to the state line, and the yellow area, that's the tornado watch. We anticipated it would get shifted farther north today. That has happened. It does now include the Terre Haute area, Brazil, Spencer, and all the way up into, say, Paris, Illinois, and places like that. So those are actually covered now under the tornado watch. I want to show you what we've got now with the tornado warning, and I'm going to take these boxes off so you guys can see this a little bit better. But we have the main area that we're looking at is just right on the state line, and again, we have a tornado warning there for that area, which includes Marshall, if you can kind of see the polygon area. We also have another tornado warning which has now been extended. We figured this would happen. It includes all of southern Clark County, and now this does include the northern portion of Crawford County, and now the one coming out of Robinson. Actually, it's passing just south of Robinson, but between Robinson and Flat Rock, this now has been extended. See if you can see, let me take radar off, and you can see this a little bit better maybe, and you can see where the warning is. So if you can see that red polygon there, it comes up to the state line. So the warning that we have for the tornado warning that's passing between Robinson and Flat Rock, it does now include Palestine, and it comes to the state line. This will probably get extended over into Indiana. Let me put the radar back on, which would include Merrim, and Sullivan is in line for this as well. So again, that's a new warning that has been issued. That cell is moving off to the northeast. Let me pull this back out and show you. We have another little area we're watching back here near Newton. No warnings as of right now, but we just have these cells right on the state line. I'm going to pull this back out, and I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to kind of show you a broader view and the movement. When this pulls the radar off, again, the red polygons are all tornado warnings. The polygon with the hatch marks down between Robinson and Flat Rock, that is an observed tornado. We did have confirmation of a tornado near Chauncey in Illinois, and that's the one that's now moving over towards it. It is headed towards the Palestine area. So let me put this back into the current live version and take you in. Before I wrap and we throw it a break real quick again, I want to look at the what we call the velocity on this, and we can see the circulation in the cell near Marshall, I will tell you, has weakened. So I'm not saying there's still no tornado, but that storm looks like it has weakened. Our bigger concern as we get a little bit farther south, there is still some circulation, by the way, south of Marshall. Don't get me wrong, you can see that. I'm going to kind of highlight this area for you. So we have this area right here that we have circulation southwest of Marshall. That circulation will pass just south of Marshall. We have a little bit more of a stern rotation here. This is right on the Crawford and Clark County line. Both of those have tornado warnings for those. And then I'm going to take you down here because this is the area that we're looking at down here. This is the cell now that is between Robinson and Flat Rock. And okay, so, and Alex is standing by here. We just got an upgrade on this, by the way. So this right here is the circulation. So so we just got an update from Alex back here. Let me clear this and put this back on. This is now, let me go back to my sweeps, and you're going to see the update. There's the update. Okay, so let me get this off. This is more serious now for folks in Sullivan. Let me get this off here. Wait a minute, I'm going to put this back on so you can see this. Whoops, and there, do that. Go back to sweeps. So what happened is now we've upgraded this warning. So the hatch marks now indicate observed. This tornado warning now has been extended into Sullivan. This does now include Merrim, and it comes up to Sullivan, the city of Sullivan, right there. You can see it. This is now observed. So this is a more serious warning. This is the same cell that is now passing between Robinson and Flat Rock. So if you're watching anywhere from Sullivan south into the far southern portion of Sullivan County, you are now under a bit more what we call a more serious warning. It's the observed tornado warning, and here's the movement on this. It is moving off to the northeast, and you can see it's moving. It looks like, again, from what I'm looking at with radar, this is going to pass very close to Sullivan, probably right on Sullivan and the south side of Sullivan. So again, this is a confirmed or observed tornado warning. This is a new update. We just got this in, and that's the cell coming into Sullivan County. So our first county in Indiana to get a tornado warning is Sullivan County, and it basically goes from Sullivan to the southern portion of the county. It is an observed warning. You need to take cover. If you're watching this anywhere in the southern half half of Sullivan County. Take cover now. This cell will eventually move over towards Linton as well, and it shows no signs of weakening. So anybody in the southern half of Sullivan County, you should take cover now. And if you're watching this over towards Doug or Linton, it's headed your way. Good idea to go ahead and get ready to take cover, because it does not look like this cell is going to weaken. So that's where we stand as of right now. We're also doing the live streaming. We're going to take a quick break, but we will be back.
Your local news leader is brought to you by Brown's Tire and Auto Service in Shelburne, offering 24-hour road service.
Confused by the Medicare ABCs? If you have Original Medicare, then you have Parts A and B. Have you considered Part C? Medicare Part C is sometimes known as a Medicare Advantage Plan, and a Medicare Advantage Plan from Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is one of the best ways to help protect yourself from out-of-pocket Medicare costs. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there are 3 things you should do. 1. Call the number on your screen. 2. Give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3. See what Part C plans with additional benefits from Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield are available to you. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy. If you're new to Medicare, recently moved, or lost coverage, you can enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan today, but it won't happen until you 1. Call the number on your screen now. 2. Give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3. See what Part C plans with additional benefits are available to you. Medicare Part C plans from Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield are available now. Plans may include benefits you are not currently receiving. Call today. You don't get a Medicare Advantage plan automatically. If you're new to Medicare, recently moved, or lost coverage, call the number on your screen now to shop 2026 plans and enroll today. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there are 3 things you should do. 1. Call the number on your screen. 2. Give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3. See what Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield plans with additional benefits are available to you. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy. If you're new to Medicare, recently moved, or lost coverage, call now to shop 2026 plans and enroll today. Call today for your free Medicare benefits review. The call is free. There's no obligation.
Call 800-826-8502. That's 800-826-8502. 800-826-8502. Call now.
And this is a live look. Our General Manager Tim Sanders out now, right now in Illinois. He is trying to get down to Sullivan, Indiana, where we have upgraded the warning now. It's what we call observed warning, but he is headed in that direction. You clearly see he's in the heart of the storm. We have also, according to National Weather Service, and let me pull it up to make sure I've got the wording on this correct, we are getting several reports now of, according to what they say, receiving reports of a tornado on the ground in Crawford County. This is the one crossing over into Sullivan County, Indiana. Okay. And Alex, I don't know also if you want to pass this on too online. We just got confirmation too, emergency services are now being dispatched to a house apparently has been destroyed. This was between Flat Rock and Robinson. This is reported from amateur radio. Remember, we were talking about the storm passing between Flat Rock and Robinson. Apparently, emergency services have been dispatched. Apparently, a house has been destroyed between Flat Rock and Robinson, Illinois. So our thoughts for those folks down there. And again, if you're watching us and you're in the path of these storms, you need to take cover. I want to go in closer for you and show you what we've got there in Sullivan County. This cell coming into Sullivan County is the one that has produced reports of tornadoes, and we now have a report, let's see, we now have a report of that house being destroyed between Flat Rock and Robinson. Hopefully no injuries in that. But again, I can't stress enough, it looks like to me this is probably going to, let me make sure before I say this, it looks like this is probably going to pass right on the south side of Sullivan. And I know that's where you guys got hit a couple, almost 3 years ago. But it looks like it's going to pass right on the south side of Sullivan, or this movement, it could also take in the entire city. So anywhere from Sullivan south, you got to take cover. This is a serious situation. We have now reports of damage over in Illinois as it came through. I want to go back real quick and show you these storms are all now moving along the state line, and you can see them. Basically, we have T-storm warnings up near the Paris area, but the tornado warned areas we have, and what I want to do is we can sometimes tell the severity of these by using our velocity, and so we've got the cell up here near Marshall. Again, the circulation in that cell is weaker. This is some pretty strong circulation with the cell up there in northwestern Crawford County. That would be near Hudsonville, and then we've got the cell which is coming out of Sullivan, and I want to actually take a look here. And what we're looking at, and we looked at this when we were watching the cell 3 years ago when it came out of the same area. And so we're looking to see if we might see some what we would call debris picked up. Remember, this is a fairly rural area out there, but again, we did have a report of some damage. Okay, I'm going to pull these boxes off here so you guys can see what we've got. Whoops, I don't want to take all of the information off there, though. Let's leave those on. And while you're looking at that real quick, I want to check something here real quick also. Let's see. Another report of a tornado near Annapolis, Illinois. This was near Robinson, and we do have a picture of that one as well. So again, this is a serious situation, folks, coming out of Crawford County, Illinois, and moving into southern Sullivan County, Indiana. By the way, this is an update for you here, and we now have a new tornado warning issued for northwestern Sullivan County. Now, the TV station, by the way, is in Farmersburg, so I'm just going to go ahead and warn you that, you know, there's a chance that we may see the storm move right over the top of us. Let's take a look at the movement here, and it looks like the movement is going to carry it very close to the TV station. Let's go back to the velocity on this, and yeah, that's some pretty strong velocity we're looking at there coming near Hudsonville. And again, so that's a new tornado warning. We'll go back to this in a second here. It's easier sometimes if I show it to you this way, so let me show you the warnings. And this is what we've got now. Red polygons are tornado warnings. So Sullivan and south, you're under a tornado warning. Now northwestern Sullivan County, including Farmersburg here at the TV station, we're under a tornado warning. We also have a new tornado warning just got extended. You can see back towards the Robinson area as well. So if you're anywhere that you are watching and you're in those red polygons, you got to take cover. We have gotten reports, numerous reports today of tornadoes, and we have now gotten some damage reports in as well. So you got to take shelter, and you know, these storms are starting to pick up in speed a little bit. They've been moving around 25 to 30 miles per hour, but they're moving quicker now. When you see us put the hatch mark in there, that means that it has been observed. Real quick, I don't want to forget about this. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for near the Spencer area in Owen County. This is for mostly hail, up to 1.25 inches in diameter. It's moving northeast, so that will be moving out of our area eventually. And by the way, the Terre Haute area, which let me take you back, we can show you a live look.
Here we are at the station.
In Terre Haute. The storm is just getting close to the Terre Haute area now, so it's just about to move in there. Terre Haute may go under a warning. My guess is it probably will go under a severe thunderstorm warning because I believe the cell is weakening some in Terre Haute or in Marshall area. But again, those of us in northwestern Sullivan County, tornado warning. Any area from Sullivan south in Sullivan County, that is an observed tornado warning. You need to take cover. And I want to tell you too, that cell in its movement is going to take it along the green Sullivan line, and this would put Linton in line with the storm. And again, it has shown no real signs of weakening. So again, technically Linton, you're not under a warning yet, but I'm pretty sure you're probably going to go under a warning. The Duggar area, the Linton area, as that storm moves, continues to move to the east. So that's where we stand as of right now. We're going to take a quick break. We're still streaming online as well, but we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back on TV.
Join Friends of Goose Pond and Indiana DNR Fish and Wildlife for the 17th Annual Marsh Madness Sandhill Crane Festival, February 20th through the 21st. Start with a dinner at the Linton Elks Lodge on Friday at 5 p.m., Saturday 9 to 4 at Humphreys Park. Enjoy a nature scavenger hunt, live bird presentation, reptiles, and more. Take a guided bus tour of Goose Pond to spot cranes and migratory birds. Just $5 for adults, and kids are free. Visit friendsofgoosepond.org.
I heard tires squealing. It was too late to do anything.
We contacted RT and Colin with Team Greenlaw right away.
RT Green was very reassuring.
RT's like the best friend you've always had.
I think he's a straight shooter.
He made me feel comfortable.
Anytime I spoke with him, he just says, don't worry about anything, just get better.
I worked great with Colin.
Colin's just like a better educated me.
I would tell anybody to go with Team Greenlaw.
You can trust Team Green.
When you have missing or damaged teeth, it's hard to smile or even eat. Don't let dental problems steal your confidence or harm your health. At Green Dental in Lyons and Spencer, Indiana, we specialize in dental implants that look, feel, and function like natural teeth. Our experienced team uses advanced technology in a caring, judgment-free environment to restore your comfort and your smile, no matter how long it's been since your last visit. Don't wait. Take the first step toward a new smile and a better life with Green Dental today.
0% for 72 months or up to $5,500 customer cash on a 25 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV at Dorset Mitsubishi.
Hey, okay, this is a live look right now with our general manager, Tim Sanders. He's out in our storm tracker, and he has rotation in that cell. He is in Illinois, but he is near the state line from my understanding. Tim, can you tell me exactly where you are? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Jesse, I'm located near almost to Route 1. I just went through heading towards York, Illinois. So this is the storm that's heading over to Sullivan County right now. And I did notice rotation in this storm. Not a confirmed tornado down, but definitely the clouds are rotating in the atmosphere.
So you're in northeastern Crawford County.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so we just got confirmation, by the way, Tim, on that one. That has been upgraded to an observed tornado. So we have now hatched that one. That's a more serious storm. Are you seeing rotation yourself in that? It's kind of hard for me to tell, but it looks like you might have.
Yeah, the clouds are rotating, but I don't have a confirmed funnel on the ground, or a tornado on the ground, or a funnel yet, but you can see the rotation within the clouds.
Gotcha. Okay. So that storm that Tim is talking about would be located there. There you can see another shot from Tim. Again, that's the cell that's going to be, it's basically in southeastern Clark and northeastern Crawford County, and it's about to cross the river into northwestern Sullivan County. Now, we're located here at the TV station in north central Sullivan County, so this is probably going to pass very close to the television station. It's the warned area that you see there. You see Fairbanks. Well, he is just kind of to the southwest of there, and that's what you're looking at, and that has been upgraded now, at least in Illinois, that has been upgraded now with the hatch marks to give us an observed tornado with that cell. I'm going to take you back down to Sullivan because we continue with this one as well. I'm going to check Weather Service here and see if we're getting anything new from them. Not seeing any new reports, but this one we do know did damage in Illinois, and it's just crossing over the river there into southwestern Sullivan County. So again, I anticipate we're probably going to see a warning extended into eastern. Okay, so we're getting tornado sirens here at the TV station now, I'm being told in my ear, which is true because we're under the tornado warning. So yeah, we have a tornado warning for the TV station. Also, I don't know, Alex, are you seeing Vigo? Vigo's included now. So Vigo is included in the tornado warning. This does include the city of Terre Haute now. So Terre Haute is actually under a tornado warning. Let me go back to this map here. This will be better to show you. Again, if you're in a red polygon area, you have a tornado warning. That does include the city of Terre Haute now. It does include the TV station here in Farmersburg, and it does include from Sullivan to points south. So all three of those polygon areas are tornado warned storms, and we have had reports of damage in Illinois. We have had reports of tornado. Our general manager has seen rotation in the cell. I'm going to zoom in so you can see, and we're going to take a look at the velocity. So the cell that he was watching is the cell that's coming out of, getting ready to come out of Illinois into Indiana, would be not far from Hudsonville, and that's moving to the east. There's also some circulation in the area coming into Vigo County. That circulation is weaker. The storm coming into northwestern Sullivan County is stronger, and then we have the cell down here, which is kind of southwest of the Sullivan area. Looks like that one. Let me put the sweeps back on for you, and there you can see. So that storm is that has been upgraded. No, that's still the same. So we continue with the tornado warned area. This goes again from Sullivan Point south. Let me put this in motion so you can kind of get an idea. I know a lot of folks in Sullivan are on edge after what happened, and you can kind of see. Let's zoom in a little closer. So this cell is now passing over going to pass over Sullivan. At that movement, it looks like that would take that cell maybe northwest of Linton, but it does now look like that cell is going to pass over Sullivan and points south of Sullivan. That is an observed tornado. From there, I want to take you back up here. This cell that you see coming out of Illinois where we have the hatch line, that also an observed tornado. That's going to be passing into northwestern portions of Sullivan County. The TV station is located in Farmersburg. This is going to pass very close by here. Again, probably very close to the TV station, and then also into the southern portion of Vigo County. So these storms, let me go back out. These storms are all now pretty much right on the state line, and we have warnings basically from Terre Haute to Sullivan County, and again, we have had reports of damage in Illinois. So we'll go back to a live look on this. And Brady, I would say we're making a decision where we're going to send people to the basement. I would say I think I would be any that you don't need that are free. Let's send them down there. Yeah, the tornado warning area. We're making a decision if we're going to send people to our basement. We have technically the tornado warned area is observed coming out of Illinois. It is coming into Indiana, and again, let me kind of show you. This is why we were just making a quick decision here. Again, we're located in Farmersburg. It's going to be a close call on us. It may just barely miss the TV station, but it's going to be close on the Sullivan-Vigo County line. So we are at this point sending some of our staff to the basement. This cell in Sullivan also continues to look very strong, and anybody watching an eastern portion of Sullivan County, you need to take. Now we're hearing sirens out here. So anyway, there's another strong cell behind that over here near Newton. And again, we got to keep an eye. Even these cells behind this could produce some severe weather. So let me come out of this. I don't want to forget about the folks over here. You guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. This storm is over near Spencer and Cloverdale. Movement on this cell is taking it off to the northeast. It would not shock me. This gets upgraded to a tornado warning as well. But right now it's a T-storm warning. And again, this is passing near Cloverdale and will be moving off to the north and to the northeast. So I'm going to go back over here again and kind of keep an eye. All storms now are pretty much on the state line. We don't have any warnings up north. There's a pretty good storm headed for Clinton. We don't have a warning on that one, but we do technically have a warning in Terre Haute and points south for tornado. I'm going to take you back up to Terre Haute, and we're going to take a look at this. And I'm going to check with Weather Service real quick while we're doing this. Okay, so that's a look in Terre Haute, looking to the southwest. It's just getting ready to come into the Terre Haute area. And from here, I'm going to show you what we have as far as the watches and the warnings. And again, red shaded polygons are all tornado warnings. This does include a good portion of Vigo County, Sullivan County as well. And we're going to go in for a little closer look here. Let's see.
Okay, Washington, that's
hang on here.
Right now we are looking.
Okay, here we go now with our update on our radar. So again, anybody watching us from anybody really in the southern half of Vigo County and most of Sullivan County, you do need to take shelter. These storms are moving into the area. They do have a history. I'm going to go in with velocity again. We can tell a little bit about this. We do have some small circulation near southwestern Vigo County. We have stronger circulation now.
I just want to check the Owen County there.
Okay. We do have some circulation, pretty strong circulation now in northwestern Sullivan County, and then we also have the strong circulation down here kind of nearing the Sullivan area. We're going to look at a couple of other things on here. I'm going to take you back up here. I'm basically looking to see if the radar is seeing debris within those cells. Let me go back here.
Clark County, Illinois, Crawford
Okay, and okay, we're going to go back to sweeps. Let me check Weather Service while we're on here. Okay, let me zoom back out, and here we go. Okay, so again, these are where we have the warnings. Let me back this out and kind of put this on a loop, and you can see what we've got going on. Again, moving off to the east-northeast, any of these cells along the state line now could spin up a tornado. We had a history of some in Illinois, including some damage. So again, anybody watching from the southern half of Vigo County and points to the south, you need to be in your safe place. You need to be where you're going to go. Once these storms go through, I want to point out that we do have some additional storms trying to fire behind it. Most likely we will not see additional big severe weather with those, but we're going to keep an eye because off to the southwest, see this, we do have some storms firing up now southwest of Effingham. So Once these storms go through, we may run into a few more yet this evening. We'll keep an eye on that. We're going to go back to live radar. I would not be shocked soon to see this upgraded to a possible tornado warning in northern Owen County. This is going to pass south of Cloverdale. It's a T-storm warn now, but it very well could be upgraded to a tornado warning eventually. Let's go back over here, and again, watch what we've got here. And again, it's right on the state line. That's where we are, right on the state line at this point. Make sure we don't have an update on anything in this. Okay. No, I think we're in pretty good shape. I don't know, Mike, is there anybody in the prod suite? Oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead. Do you want me to throw it a break? Just stay. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to stay on, folks. We're just going to stay on. We're going to stay on TV with you. Alex is right behind me here. She's taking care of our streaming as well. Again, so I guess if there's, we've lost the hatch marks in some of these. So not that any tornado warning is good, but when a tornado warning says radar indicated, we may have lost a little bit of the circulation. So we'll go in for a closer look at this, and we can take a look in the Terre Haute area here. We're going to take you down to the south. Yeah, we have lost some circulation within the cell in northwestern Sullivan County. We still have some circulation, but not quite as strong. The strongest cell continues to be the one that is down near the Sullivan area, and you can see that as well, which probably, I'm sure, is producing some pretty good hail. This is passing right over and on the south side of Sullivan. We now have a new tornado warning, and as expected, this has now been extended. Are you seeing that there, Alex? Yep. Okay. Yep. So Linton area, you now are under a tornado warning, and eastern Sullivan County. That's a new tornado warning. That's in effect until 6:30. It is radar indicated, but this storm has had a history of producing a tornado. So again, we've talked about Linton. You are under the warning. Let me look at the circulation on this. It looks like it's probably going to pass just on the northwest side of Linton. But again, the warning does include Linton. See this? You are included in the warning until 6:30. That's tornado warning. So again, if you're in the Linton area, Dogger area, this is passing by there. It's probably going to pass just northwest of the Linton area in its movement, and it's just now passing over basically Sullivan. The worst of it looks like it's on the south side of Sullivan. I want to go back to live and see what we have up north. We continue with the tornado warning there for Vigo County, and then also down south. We'll pull this back out. The main line is now right on the state line. I'm going to take these warnings off for you, and I'm going to put this in motion here, and you can kind of see when this pulls off, you'll see the polygons. The red polygons are the tornado warns, and the orange polygons are the those are the severe thunderstorm warning areas. Let me check with the weather service real quick here.
Okay, so we do have, this means there's a confirmed tornado. Let's look in velocity here.
Okay.
This is looking like it's there on that south side.
Okay, so we have an update now. Let me put this back on now. So our update now has us with a confirmed what we call observed tornado warning. This does now include the city of Sullivan, and it does include Linton, although I do believe the worst of this is going to pass northwest of Linton. But this is between Sullivan and Linton. We put the hatch mark on, meaning this is now observed tornado, and I'm going to go in here and get the information on that while we're hanging on here. Just hang on for a second with me. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so, okay, we do have, did you get that, Alex, on the tornado, Sullivan?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Confirmed tornado located near Sullivan, and it is moving east at 35 miles per hour. That's why we now have an observed tornado warning. Again, at 5:55, so just literally 1 minute ago, we did have a confirmation of a tornado near Sullivan. So Sullivan, we did have confirmation of a tornado near you. We're going to go in with the velocity on this to check this. And yeah, it would be the south side of Sullivan, but there is clear circulation on that. And again, according to what we're getting here from the National Weather Service, literally just 2 minutes ago, a confirmed tornado located, they're saying near Sullivan. I can tell you by radar, it looks like it's on the south side of Sullivan. That's where we have the rotation. We're going to look at a couple things here real quick.
I know you guys are in the
Yeah, so my concern, just from looking at this, my concern is we're on the south side of Sullivan, south of Sullivan, on the highway, on 41 there. That's where we are looking at the possibility of some possible debris in this. I'm going to take a look at another thing here. Yeah, I would it looks like to me, at least by radar, I don't know if you're seeing that, Alex, but south of 150 and 54, we may have a little debris as that crosses over the highway. So again, it looks like it's on the south. It looks like it's south of Sullivan, the city, south of right there. Yep, in that area. So right.
I'll circle what I'm looking at right here.
Okay, so let me go back out. I want to hit this real quick up here. The tornado warning continues for Terre Haute, continues for up here in northwestern Sullivan County, but our concern is this cell right here. And again, we had confirmation from the Weather Service. We're going to double check with them. Let me see here. Let me go back. Okay. So this was confirmed near Sullivan. Now, I can't tell you if we had damage report yet. I mean, it could have been a kind of a rural area, but we did get report of a tornado near the Sullivan area. And take a look at what we've got here. Again, the Terre Haute area remains under a tornado warning. We also continue with a tornado warning, although I will tell you the cell near the TV station here in Farmersburg at least has shown some signs of small weakening. Our strongest cell continues to be the one down near Sullivan, between Sullivan and the Duggar area. And let me go back and see if we got anything else from the Weather Service on that. We're going to check. We're going to check hail on these guys. Okay, so the cell near Sullivan has got some pretty good size hail in it too. It looks like we've got hail reports in Sullivan about 1.5 inches in diameter. So some large hail, Alex, there in Sullivan. We had 1.5 inch diameter hail in the Sullivan area. Let me go back up here.
We had some reports on Facebook talking about how there was some hail in Sullivan.
That they had large hail in Sullivan.
All right, now let's just let's pay attention to what's happening north here. Again, all of these are still tornado warnings.
Okay, you still got a pretty good cell over here coming out of Owen County, headed towards Cloverdale. It's technically a T-storm warning, but again, that's kind of fringe area for us. But if you're over in the Cloverdale area, that's headed your way. Back down south we take you. Most of the storms are pretty much on the state line now, not much behind that, although we do have a few more developing, and we're going to watch these southwest of Effingham. Those could still generate some warnings, so we're going to watch those. Here's the movement on those, carrying them off to the northeast. So again, those have got to be watched. But for now, our main concern right now is this cell right here. And this is the one passing near Sullivan. I'm going to go back in here and we're going to take a closer look at this cell. So we're kind of looking to the east of 41, south of 54 in Sullivan County. I'm going to go back and look at a couple more quick things here. And one more here.
This is
Okay,
it's only about
back to
5
my
miles
sweeps.
south of the town of Sullivan.
Okay. Let me take this off there so you guys can see this just a little bit better. Okay, so there we are. Let me broaden this out. Let everybody see a broad picture of what's going on. Let me give you a movement on this. Moving like this, moving like that. And let me zoom in a little bit here now. And I would say, let me see here.
Although folks in Linton right now, I think it's mainly staying north of you guys. More of our folks there in Jasonville.
Okay, it's right there in our area. We're going to zoom in a little closer. So the Duggar area, kind of in the direct path of this, the Jasonville area, places like that. Again, it's going to get close to Linton, but probably passing just to the northwest of the Linton area.
If you don't have a basement,
Let's go back over here.
A place where there are no windows. Let's go focus back up here one more time. When we look at Terre Haute area, still under a tornado warning, so take precautions.
So again, we're southeast of Sullivan is the area that we're looking at, southeast of Sullivan, and its movement is carrying it kind of to the east and to the northeast. And I'm looking again at this. I'm going to put us back on our sweep lines here. Okay.
Moving at about 30 miles an hour, so when we
okay, so our main cell that we're still concerned about is the one that's in kind of southeast of Sullivan, headed off to the east. Again, it looks like, and I know a lot of folks that have been asking about Linton, it looks like to me this one is going to pass just on the northwest side of Linton. So right now, you know, closer to Duggar and between Duggar, Linton area, Linton looks like it's going to be on the south end of this. So the worst of the storm looks like it's going to pass to the northwest of the Linton area. So I'm going to go back out and pull this back out a little bit. Let me go back and show you real quickly here the watches and warnings that we have. Let's see here. Okay, so again, the red polygons, those are our tornado. So again, that's the area that we would want to watch. Again, if I zoom this in close, and again, it looks like a very tight circulation, but I'm going to kind of give you a little idea of what I'm looking at. It literally is, hang on here, let me get my illustrator. It is literally this area right in here, and this indicates that we may have at least you know, there may be some tree limbs that have been picked up, things like that. Again, that's very close to Duggar, on the southwest side of Duggar, where we're looking at that. So let me clear this back off here. I want to go back and look at this one again, and I want to take you back to sweeps again, and I want to zoom this back out, and I want to take the watch warning off for you. And there we go. So again, this area right in here, right near the Duggar area now, it is now east of Sullivan, so it's right near the Duggar area. This is the area that we are watching. No confirmed tornado, but we did have some rotation that was being reported. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Yes, I'm not seeing anything new from the Weather Service on that cell as of right now. Let me go back up here and show you what we got north. Again, okay, I'm being told to look at the Terre Haute cam again. Hang on, guys. Yeah, that looks like it could be some, you got to kind of look close, but yeah, we may be getting some hail. We may be getting some hail there in the Terre Haute area, so let's take a quick look at that. Again, that area did have a little rotation within the cell. But let's go back. Oh yeah, our radar on our radar, when you see these kind of a gray shade, that indicates that there may be some hail formed in that.
Now, Clay County as well. Again, with this tornado warning that we've been seeing in Vigo.
Okay, we have a new tornado warning that just came out now. This does include Brazil, Indiana, and Center Point, includes Riley as well. Let me take this back here so you guys can see it better. This is a new tornado warning. This one now includes the city of Brazil and Center Point, Riley, and points off to the east of Terre Haute. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Good catch. We just got to change something real quick here, folks. Yeah. Let's see here. Where am I doing that? Hang on here.
Is that why you're doing that?
Yes.
From Duggar that they got some hailstones over there.
Okay. Do you know a size on that, any chance or not?
I might be able to find out.
Okay, yeah. Let me know, because I know that's your neck of the woods. So if you hear anything, it does look like there was some rotation in that area. Okay, there we go. We had to change the title on that. Let's go back here and show you guys the area that now is under the new tornado warning, and that would be right up here. This does now include the city of Brazil. That's a tornado warning until 6:45. I'm going to click on this for some information so we can see. And if you see anything or get anything, Dana, just let me know. Yep. Tornado warning for eastern Vigo County, northwestern Clay County. This is a tornado, or a storm capable of producing a tornado. We don't have confirmation. There's some rotation in the storm. Also, there's been reports of quarter-size hail with that. It is moving east at 35, and again, that's a tornado warning in effect until 6:45. It includes those areas you see: Brazil, Center Point, Knightsville, Staunton, parts of Clay, and also into Vigo County. So let me come back out of here.
Pea-sized hail and Duggar.
Pea-sized hail and Duggar. Okay, thank you very much, Dana. I appreciate that. Pea-sized hail and Duggar. We can take you back in here in Duggar. Let's just take a look at that. We can get in here close enough to see Duggar, and let's take a look at what our radar is showing with hail. Oh yeah, so we've got, according to what we've got on radar there, Dana, it looks like just right on the west side, kind of just barely west of Duggar. Okay, yeah, we're showing 1.2-inch diameter hail there near the Duggar area. We're going to go back up here to Terre Haute. Well, that's an interesting look there. You got the heavy storm, and if you look really close, you can almost see the blue sky behind that cell there in Terre Haute. And of course, there's some wind because the camera's bouncing around a little bit. That's a live look right now in Terre Haute. Do you know, Adam, did we ever hear any more from Tim? Where he?
We're not seeing any hatch line, any observed tornadoes.
Okay, maybe. Tim, our general manager, was out chasing storms, but we don't have a report from him now. Maybe he's out getting some video for us. Again, red shaded polygons, you guys are under the tornado warns. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning too, which includes northern Vigo, Park County, and Clay and Vermilion County. This would include Rosedale, Rockville, Clinton, places like that. That's a severe thunderstorm warning for that area, so I can kind of show you that as we take you back in with radar here real close. Again, north of Terre Haute, It's technically kind of just passing past Clinton. So Clinton, you're on the back edge, but Rockville, Rosedale, places like that, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30 with that storm moving through there. Then you have the new tornado warning here, which does include the Brazil and Center Point, Riley. This is radar indicated at this point, not confirmed. And of course, our main one that we've been watching is down here. And when we put the hatch lines in, that is the observed tornado warning. So I'm going to go back and we want to take a look at a couple things on this real quick. We're going to look at the velocity again. And it looks like now, let me go back on this one. Kind of on, I mean, there's kind of, the circulation is kind of broadened up a little bit on that. Let me see if I'm seeing anything else from the National Weather Service on that cell. Again, that's tornado warning is in effect until 6:30 Indiana time. I'm just waiting for a refresh here from the National Weather Service to see if we got anything new on that one. I'm also going to check on our latest warning. Whoops.
What I will say is that rotation looks like it's starting to clear up here.
Okay, so the tornado warning for northwestern Sullivan County is set to expire here, actually in the next minute. The storm is moving out of that area, which we can kind of see that on radar. So the tornado warning for northwestern Sullivan County expiring here within about a minute or so. But you can see the location of that storm there is, passing between Jasonville and Linton, kind of over the Duggar area right now. And we did have radar indicating some pretty good size hail. Dana said some pea-size hail.
Some other reports are bigger than that.
Okay, now we're getting reports of bigger hail than that in the Duggar area, which would kind of back this up, because let me show you here on Duggar. If I take you in closer, kind of like literally right, just barely west-northwest of Duggar, radar now indicating, whoops, I clicked on the road name, 1.2-inch diameter hail. So, yeah, there could be some pretty large hail in that cell as it moves through the Duggar area. And you guys do remain under the tornado warning, the hatched area that we're looking at right there. You guys remain under the tornado warning. And again, this is crossing over now into northwestern Greene County. So kind of give you an idea, if we take you in closer, actually that warning has now been extended. See the red polygon now? So this does include Worthington now. This would include places like south side of Spencer, southern Owen County, also eclipse southeastern Clay County. This is a new tornado warning that's out now for that cell. So if you're watching us in the Worthington area, you're watching us from the south and southwestern portion of Owen County, that's a new tornado warning out until 6:45. This is radar indicated. So again, a new warning. This cell has really had a long history of surviving. So again, anybody across to the northern portion of Greene County. The warning, by the way, I will tell you, though, has been dropped down to what we call radar indicated, meaning that some of the circulation may be starting to weaken just a little bit with that. That could still produce a tornado, but we still are on our radar, so we're still showing some, good rotation right there on the northwest side of Linton. So again, we still got rotation, and that's why we still have the tornado warning in effect. I'm going to go back out, and we're going to pop this off here. We don't have any other tornado warnings to the north.
This is intersecting
What's that?
54 and 59.
Okay, we're going to go back and look at Terre Haute Cam again. Now, there you go. So the storm is kind of, as quickly as it came in, it's leaving. You can see blue sky behind the Terre Haute area. And let me pop over to this one for you to see here. The warning continues there, although the storm is east of Terre Haute now. So even though we show the red polygon, let me show you the radar for Terre Haute, and you can kind of see that the storm itself is now east of Terre Haute. So if you're technically, the warning is still in effect Terre Haute, but the storm is on the east side of town. So if you're in Terre Haute area, the worst part of the storm is east of you. It's over near Riley now, southeastern portion of Vigo County. It's actually taking on a bit more of what we would call a kind of a little bit of a bow, where we might see some stronger wind with that, but it also, it could still spin up a tornado. I mean, that's why we have the tornado warning in effect for that area. And then down to the south, of course, we continue with this one. And again, on our radar, when you see that gray shading, that indicates possible hail. And we have had reports, Dana was talking about some hail reports down there near the Duggar area as well. I'm checking back with the Weather Service to see if we have any new reports in on these storms, and if there's been any more reports of any damage or anything coming in.
Heavy rain is starting to pass
And while we're doing that, I'm going to check with the warnings. Okay, yeah, the storm near the Linton area is moving east at about 35 miles per hour, just to give you an idea on the movement. Let's see. Had a 45 gust in Terre Haute, then switched to the east, so they had a lot of reports in the northern part of Vigo County of some rotation. Also had pea-sized hail reported in Terre Haute. You guys saw that on the camera just a little bit ago. But again, that has kind of moved to the east. So again, we have rotation reported in Vigo County, but not a tornado. We had some hail reports with that. Let me pull this back out here. And again, the cell you got down here in the Linton area. We can go take a look again at the location on this. And it's that area kind of to the north of Linton. And again, I'm watching from reports from amateur radio and from Weather Service so far, not getting any reports of anything in the Linton area. Have you seen anything? No. Or if you hear of anything, Dana, over in the Linton or Duggar area, that's over in her neck of the woods. Radar, a lot of times, again, radar may indicate some rotation, but it doesn't actually touch the ground. And so, you know, which is what you'd want. You want it to stay aloft. I'm just double checking. I'm going to show you guys a broad view because we've got folks from other places kind of watching. I kind of talked about this. Now this is happening. See this here?
But we do still
southwest of Effingham County, we have new storms developing, and these are prompting warnings. So again, if you're over in Effingham and you know Flora, and you think the storms are over, I just want to stress to you that we've got more storms, and these are supercell storms. And look at the movement of these. Alex, you might want to, if you get a chance, are you watching that southwest? Yeah. Yep. We have a new tornado warning southwest of Clay County, Illinois. This is a whole new round of storms. So again, there's Flora, Illinois. That's Clay County, Illinois. And we have a new tornado warning, and we have a severe thunderstorm warning. This one's probably going to go to tornado warning also up here southwest of Effingham County. So areas that already had warnings once, you're probably going to get warnings again. Let me show you rotation or the speed on that. So don't be surprised, Clay County, Illinois, and Effingham County, Illinois, you're going to get warnings. Maybe it might be T-storm warning, or it might be tornado warning, but we're not done. There's a second round coming in. Let's go back in here, broaden this out a little bit, and there you can see the storms moving through pretty much over into Indiana now. Not much left on the state line. I'll take you in for a closer look here, and here's what we got here. So I'm going to show you a couple more things here. Again, that's a live look in the Terre Haute area. And I'm going to show you next up the watches and warnings. And again, no warnings in Illinois as of right now. Everything's in Indiana with a couple of the tornado warns. The one we're most concerned about is still the one down in Greene County coming into the southern portion of Owen County. And now here comes a radar for you. And you can kind of see what's going on. Again, a pretty good line developing back west, so don't let your guard down after this first line, because we may have another line come through in a couple of hours. I'm going to take this back off. And okay, so here's where we are with our watches and warnings. Let me do some double checking on the Weather Service and see if we've got anything new here.
Watching out for as we head now into.
Okay, nothing new from the National Weather Service as far as any reports of any damage or any circulation, so we don't have anything new. Bottom line is, if you're watching us down here in Worthington or southern Owen County, this storm has a history, number one, of producing damage and of producing tornadoes. It's still maintaining its strength, so take cover. Worthington, southern portion of Owen County, here's the movement. They've been moving at about 30-35 miles per hour, kind of east-northeast, so you can see its movement. This is going to be taking it across southeastern Clay County and southern portion of Owen County. And I'm going to come back up here and show you this. So again, Terre Haute now in the clear. The storm is now moving out of Vigo County and into to Clay County, and then got this one cell over here kind of moving out of our area near Indianapolis. So one little cell has developed back over here near Hudsonville, but again, there's going to be a break. The bottom line is we're going to be a break, as you see, and then you know, round two, we got to keep an eye on these. These storms are looking pretty healthy southwest of the Effingham area. So let me go back in here. and
had a lot of stuff
do a little loop on it, and you can kind of see what we've got going on. Still, Adam, no report from Tim anywhere? Okay. Hang on, I'm going to check some stuff here on my, sometimes I get reports in on my phone from some folks. So let me see what we got here. Okay. Okay. Go back here to the now. Okay, so basically, if you're watching anywhere from northern Greene County to Owen County to Clay County, those are the areas that are under tornado warnings. Don't take these storms lightly, even though we haven't gotten any reports here in the last maybe 15 minutes or so of any confirmation. They have produced some tornadoes and they have produced some damage. So let's see. I just saw something from the Weather Service talking about expanding the tornado watch. Let me take a look northward a little bit. Yes, I mean, the tornado watch, and again, we talked about this earlier, the tornado watch technically has been expanded north into Park County and Putnam County now. You know, initially it was at the southern counties, but clearly it had to go a little bit farther north. So a lot of the area still remains under the tornado watch. By the way, the tornado watch is in effect until 9 p.m. Eastern. We think the threat of most of the severe weather would be over by 9 or 10 o'clock in our immediate area. So here's where we are with our warnings once again in these areas. Let me take this. I'm going to go back here so you guys can see too that this is a tornado warning down here. These are radar indicated. To give you an idea of location, that's southwest of Flora. So it's southwest of Clay County. And then you've also got this one, which is kind of southwest of Effingham. But if we look at the movement of these, that's carrying them off to the northeast. Let me get the warning boxes off for you. It's carrying them off to the northeast. So clearly our southwestern counties are in line for a second round of some storms. We'll come back out here. And, okay, I'm being told another cool shot in Terre Haute. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at that. As the sun is going down on the horizon. Look at that shot there, yeah. So a live look again in the Terre Haute area. We never did have any reports in Terre Haute of any damage. We had some wind gusts, we had some small hail reported, and we had some rotation reported, but we did not have anything besides that reported in that area. I do want to look at something here real quick. Let's see, okay. Okay, so I'm going to take you back here on radar because we just got word from Weather Service out of Illinois. They are now looking at these storms back here to the southwest of the Effingham area. And according to what we're seeing here, these areas are going to be impacting areas along and south of Interstate 70 as they move into our area. And there could be some hail up to 2 inches in diameter. And there could also be a couple more tornadoes yet with that at that area. So again, those areas there, which are coming into our southwestern counties, we anticipate those to move along in south of 70 with some hail and possibly could spin up another tornado or two. So going to be a busy evening as we watch that second round move into the area. And pull this back out here. I'm going to take these watches and warnings off for you. And let me go back and just show you what we have with the watches and warnings. So there you go. Yellow shaded counties, tornado watch. We think most severe weather chances will be over by 9 p. Eastern. Orange shaded polygons, we have a couple of those. That would be severe thunderstorm warnings. And the red polygons are the tornado warnings. And we have the one in part of Vigo County, one in part of Clay, and then the one down in Greene County. That's the only thing that we've got so far. I'm going to take you in a little closer and see if we haven't, nothing new has been added. And the answer to that is no, nothing new has been added. Okay, I'll tell you what, Adam, can you hear me? And I don't know if you guys can, if you can tell me in my ear, and it's up to you guys. Right now we're down to radar indicated, and we've only got really a couple of them. I'm fine if we want to go into network here in a couple minutes if you guys want to. You guys make the call, you tell me. The ones in the southwest, we'll deal with those when they come in. But I mean, you know, you guys make the call. You let me know if you want to because what, you got evening news coming up in about a couple, 3 minutes. So I think we're okay if you guys want to do that.
The rotation is starting to weaken when you look at this front.
Okay, 29:50. Okay, so so what we're going to do on television, we're going to drop out of here and let you go to the evening newscast, the national news, and then we will continue. Alex is over here. We'll continue with live streaming on all of our Facebook platforms, and then if these storms to the southwest become a bit more strong and produce more warnings, then we'll pop back on TV at some point and tell you. But right now, those are off to the southwest. We'll keep an eye on them. And the warnings that we have no more observed warnings. And from what I'm looking at here from the National Weather Service, I'm not seeing any additional information as far as concerns of any area, as far as rotation or anything. So at this point, what we're going to do is here in just a couple minutes is we're going to wrap up and send you back to regular programming, and then we will pop back on if need be. Now, if you still want to stay up to date, with what's going on with the few storms we've got, go to our Facebook pages. We're going to be on there streaming. We'll just stay on there as long as need be this evening. But again, that's where we stand as of right now. Let me go back here. Let me just show you a couple quick things before we end. That's a live look in Terre Haute, kind of a cool pic. And then here's where we have with the watches and the warnings. And again, most everybody remains under tornado watch until 9 o'clock. Red polygons indicate tornado warning. And as we wrap up and send you to the evening nightly news, national news, here's a quick look at the radar. Let me pull this back out. We will watch the storms off to the southwest as they get closer. If need be, we'll pop back on TV. But for now, we're going to just take care of some